until the CEO saw the jade ring on his arranged wife's finger. He then realized that his arranged wife was the moonlight in his heart, the one who saved his life 5 years ago. It turned out that 5 years ago, the CEO was framed, and the girl willingly sacrificed herself to detoxify him. So the CEO vowed to marry the girl afterwards. However, not long after the girl saved the CEO, she was locked up in a mental hospital by her vicious family for losing her virginity. 5 years later, driven by their insatiable greed to climb the social ladder, the vicious family arranged for the girl to be discharged from the mental hospital, wanting her to replace her scheming sister and marry the CEO who was rumored to be dying. As soon as the girl returned home, she heard her vicious family cursing her. So she decided to disgust these vicious family members. She bluntly said that unless they gave her 200 million, she would never marry in place of the scheming woman. The heartless father, upon hearing this, scolded the girl for daydreaming. The girl saw that the heartless father was not even willing to give her 200 million as a dowry. So she slowly stood up, picked up the priceless antique vase beside her, and smashed it to the ground. She said if they were willing to give her the money, she would immediately go and get married. If not, she would give this matter to the media as news. At that time, their whole family would become the laughingstock of the entire city. The scheming woman, upon hearing the girl's words, was so frightened that she hurriedly asked her heartless father to agree to the girl's request. Seeing this, the heartless father could only curse and transfer the money to the girl. Then he told her to hurry up and get married to the CEO. Unexpectedly, after receiving the money, the girl did not leave immediately but went to the scheming woman and slapped her hard. The scheming woman looked at the girl in disbelief, questioning how she dared to hit her. The girl told the scheming woman domineeringly that she hit her just to collect some interest. Later, she would understand how merciful it was to hit her personally. Then the girl arrogantly left under their resentful gaze. At this time, the CEO also heard from his assistant that the arranged marriage family had suddenly changed the person to marry. But he didn't care at all, because this arranged marriage was nothing more than to deal with his grandmother's urging to get married. The only person he wanted to marry was the girl who saved him 5 years ago. At this time, the girl was also led to the CEO's house by the butler. Unexpectedly, as soon as she arrived at the wedding room, the CEO gave her a show of force, mocking her for willingly being a substitute to marry him. The girl was not to be outdone, and grabbed the CEO's hand, saying that his pulse was strong, but unfortunately his face showed signs of weakness, and it was indeed true as the rumors said that he would not live long. After hearing this, the CEO grabbed the girl by the neck and questioned how she knew these things. The girl hurriedly told the CEO to let go, saying that she had a way to help him save his life. After hearing this, the CEO let go of the girl so she could breathe and speak. The girl explained to the CEO that there was a special toxin in his body, and only she could help him remove it and save his life. Unexpectedly, after hearing this, the CEO thought that the girl was a swindler. So he immediately wanted to call someone over to throw the girl out. The girl told the CEO to believe her, saying that if he didn't continue treatment to remove the poison, he would definitely not live for more than 7 days. Seeing the girl so sure of herself, the CEO decided to believe her once. At this time, the girl started to negotiate conditions with the CEO, saying that if she could save his life, then he must also protect her. Otherwise, she would definitely be sent back to the mental hospital by her heartless family. Seeing the girl negotiate conditions with him, the CEO sneered and sat on the bed, saying that he would only protect his own family. If the girl wanted to become his family, she should marry him first. At first, the girl thought that the CEO was testing her, so she slowly moved closer, waiting for the CEO to push her away. Unexpectedly, the CEO had no intention of stopping at all. Why haven't you pushed me away yet? You said you wouldn't be close to women. We're so close now. Sigh. Slowpoke. Ah. His illness is acting up again. Get out. I'm not leaving. Don't move, take a deep breath. Shijo. Shijo, are you alright? Get up. Miss Gu, don't blame me for not warning you. Shijo always avoids women, anyone who touches him will set him off. Get out of the way. I won't. What do you want? Borrow it for a moment. No way. Do you want him to die? What's the panic? If he dies, I'll pay. Can you afford it? This is too risky. Haven't you heard life is a grand adventure? Shijo, Shijo. Shijo. Wake up. Shijo. Shijo, are you alright? Now that Shijo is awake, you can leave. I'll take care of him from here. You saved me. I didn't bring my medical kit, so I borrowed her hairpin. I helped you detoxify a bit. Wait. You leave. Shijo. Don't understand, leave. Then get out. I know you're fine, no need to thank me. Miss Gu, your medical skills can save lives, can they also take lives? You think I came here as a substitute to harm you? They all say that the second young master of the Fu family is cold and suspicious, it's true. Luckily, I was prepared. Second young master Fu. I'll pay 300 billion for the position of Mrs. Fu by your side for 1 year. CEO Fu. At the age of 2, she was fostered by her parents in a mountain village, and at the age of 15, she returned to the Gu family. Then she had a mental breakdown and was sent to a mental hospital for treatment. There's not much to it. Is there anything else? To this day, you still doubt her. Highly skilled in medicine, a substitute bride, and incredibly bold. It's hard not to be suspicious. Right. How's Grandma doing? Have you contacted that miracle doctor? But that miracle doctor is asking for 200 million. 200 million. Give it to him. That's highway robbery. Tell her, if she cures her, I'll give her 200 million. But if she can't, I'll take her life. Yes. CEO Fu, you. Time's up. Have you started coughing yet? This time, have you started coughing up blood? Feeling yourself getting closer to death, aren't you? Don't worry. Three, 2, 1. Are you alright? Gu Beisheng, you better not have any other intentions. Even if I do. What can you do to me? I previously opened a few of your acupuncture points, forcibly boosting your spirit, so that you could appear in public looking radiant and win the order. The price is that your symptoms will be a bit more severe these days. In other words, my life and death are now in your hands. I have no interest in controlling your life or death. Don't worry, I'll cure you completely in a year. Then we'll get a divorce, go our separate ways, and never have any contact again. $200 million, they all agreed. In that case, I'll go see them. CEO Fu. How is it still not out yet? Shizhou, why are you here? Your body hasn't fully recovered yet. Why don't you go back first? I'll take care of Grandma. The surgery was a success, CEO Fu, please rest assured. The old lady will wake up in 10 minutes. Senior sister only focuses on surgery, she doesn't like to talk to outsiders. Senior sister. Why does that person's back look so much like Gu Beisheng? Stop, Gu Beisheng. What are you doing here? I, your granddaughter-in-law, have come to pay my respects to Grandma. When I married in, Grandma had just fallen ill. She hasn't met me yet. No way. Grandma's health hasn't fully recovered yet. You're an outsider, what if she sees you and gets agitated, putting her in danger? I'm an outsider, so your family then. Oh, I'm Grandma's god-granddaughter. Not like you, a fake who married in as a substitute. My years of experience have taught me that any adopted sibling, as long as it's adopted, it's never a good thing. You, let her in. Yes, ma'am. You're the second Miss Gu who married in as a substitute, right? That's right, Grandma. The Gu family being able to latch onto our Fu family was already considered marrying up. And now, they've pulled this substitute bride stunt. If you ask me, just call off the marriage, they're not taking our Fu family seriously. Why are you standing so far away? Are you afraid I'll eat you? Come sit next to Grandma. Grandma. March 28th of last year. West end of Jingjiang Road, Grandma is me. This is. The pulse is weak. Forget it. Saving lives is more important. The eldest miss is having another episode today. Eldest miss is over there. Don't let her escape. Ah, let me go, let me go. Oh my, this is fate. Shizhou. Thank you, you finally found a granddaughter-in-law that grandma likes. A good granddaughter-in-law, I don't think so. Old Madame Fu, you must not be deceived by her. It was old Master Fu who arranged this marriage back then. Second young Master Fu, our Xingyu is your wife. As for her, Gu Beishan, she's just greedy for the power and wealth of your Fu family. She secretly ran away from the mental hospital and came to steal the marriage without a word. Aren't you going to say anything? They're all ganging up on me, what can I say? Gu Xingyu, I'll ask you one last time. Are you sure you want me to back down, no regrets? The matter is clear now. Old Madame Fu, let Xingyu and second young Master Fu's marriage be settled soon. I'll take this dead girl home and teach her a good lesson. Someone come. Wait. You dare to arrest people in our Fu residence as you please. Your Gu family thinks too highly of yourselves. Oh my, old Madame Fu, we are. But the substitute marriage is indeed true. Shiqin, take Miss Xingyu to the bedroom. As for Gu Beishan, for daring to marry into my Fu family under false pretenses, from today onwards, she will be confined to the backyard and strictly guarded. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, she dared to play me in this important matter of marriage. If I deal with her too leniently, I might not be able to vent my anger. Then just beat her to death, she's a lunatic anyway. Consider it eliminating harm for the people. As long as second young Master Fu is satisfied, whether to beat or kill her is up to you. Our Gu family will not pursue the matter. You won't pursue it. Second young Master Fu, please have some tea. Why are you here? I saw that you've been busy with work lately. So I came to see you. Get out. Go back to what home? Before, I didn't let you marry Fu Shizhou because he was dying. I didn't want you to become a widow. But look at him now. He doesn't look sick at all. He's the richest man in Penang. If you marry him, you'll be the richest wife. Such a good thing. How can we let Gu Beishan benefit from it? But now Fu Shizhou, he doesn't even want to look at me. Then do you think it's Gu Beishan who made the first move and made second young Master Fu like her first? Ting, then don't blame me for being rude. Sister, this is the chicken soup I specially made for you. Don't worry, I'll definitely persuade second young Master Fu to let you out soon. You didn't poison this chicken soup, did you? You're going for the gentle and kind persona, you shouldn't be that bad. Of course not, I simmered it for a long time. Have some more. Oh my. I'm so hot. It's working so fast. Gu Beishan, I want you to never be able to hold your head up for the rest of your life. Grandma, Mom, Dad, my sister has gone crazy again. Oh, XANU. It's normal for your sister to go crazy, don't disturb Grandma. This time it's different. She's in the backyard right now. With. What is she doing? Speak up. Exactly. Oh, I'm too embarrassed to say it. Come with me and see. Hurry up, hurry up. I came to bring her food. Then I heard from inside. Heard this kind of sound from inside. Wow, this Gu Beishan is really something. She's been locked up. Yet she's still so promiscuous. Grandma. Actually, my sister wasn't exactly pure before. But I didn't expect that after marrying into the Fu family, she would. As her younger sister, please allow me to apologize to you on behalf of my sister. It seems you are still well-mannered and understanding. This is our XINU. Completely different from her sister. How terrible Gu Beisheng is. Our XINU is that much more outstanding. Get up. Cheng Hua. Why aren't you dragging that good-for-nothing out here yet? Beat her to death. Yes, I must beat this shameless woman to death. Wait a minute, this is the Fu residence. If we're going to punish her, it'll be done by the Fu family. Jiang Yu. Yes, Grandma. You even defended her before. I want to see who that man is. You adulteress, I'll beat you to death. Shizhou Gij. Although the Gu family isn't a prestigious clan, they are still respectable figures in the city. Why would you gather a group to enjoy watching something like this? Second young Master Fu, what are you doing here? So who does mother-in-law want? Some random stranger. I just saw father and mother-in-law barge in excitedly. Could it be that you came here to catch your daughter in the act? No, second young Master Fu, we. How could that be? Second young Master Fu, please don't misunderstand. My parents couldn't be that bad. But Shizhou Gij. This is a warehouse after all. What law states that a couple can't be intimate in a warehouse? He's your brother and sister-in-law. This young couple. What's wrong with having a little fun? Oh my, I've truly seen it all. There are actually people in this world who go to great lengths to catch their children in the act. My eyes are truly tainted. Jiang Yu, let's go. Hey, old Madam Fu. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law. Why haven't you left yet? Haven't you seen enough? Second young Master Fu. What about our XINU if you do this? Didn't we agree on this before? XINU is your wife. When did I say that? How come I don't know? Didn't you lock up Gu Beisheng? A couple fighting. But, don't let the family fall apart like this. Mom, Dad. You really want XINU to marry into the Fu family, right? Sister, do you really want to marry second young Master Fu? Is that right? The position of Mrs. Fu was originally hers. You took advantage of the situation. Mom, calm down. We're sisters. It's just getting married, what's the big deal? Second young Master Fu, I have a suggestion. Since my parents are both here today, why don't you marry XINU? Really? Second young Master Fu, look. Gu Beisheng knows that she's not worthy of you. She has already voluntarily given up her position. Wait, I haven't finished speaking yet. You entering the door is correct. But I didn't say I wanted to leave. Second young Master Fu. The Fu family shouldn't have a problem supporting one more person. XINU is petite, eats little, and easy to take care of. Dad. Gu Beisheng, are you doing this on purpose? Oh. My dear father, you finally figured it out now. Gu Beisheng. Do you really think you can secure the position of Mrs. Fu? Those dirty secrets of yours from back then. Second young Master Fu doesn't know, does he? Sheng. I didn't want to bring this up at first. After all, it's a family disgrace, we shouldn't let it out. The incident where you were violated by that bad man. Didn't you tell second young Master Fu? Looking at Fu Shizhou's expression, it's obvious that the two of you haven't actually slept together. Then it's easy. If second young Master Fu doesn't believe it, we'll examine it in public to see if this woman is still a virgin. You can tell just by looking. You three really have to take things this far. Don't regret it later. What do we have to regret? Sheng. Marriage is a major life event, especially for a prestigious family like the Fu family. They value virginity a lot. I can understand your desire to cling to power and wealth, but we can't harm others. You too. Each of you grab one of Gu Beisheng's arms. Today, we'll examine Gu Beisheng right in front of second young Master Fu. Give her a thorough examination. You dare. Stop. I'm here today. I'd like to see who dares to touch her. Seriously, second young Master Fu. You want this used goods that's been slept with by others. Our XINU is pure and clean. Fine, she's slept with men, I've slept with women. We're even on this matter. XINU. Listen to your father. If I don't stay, how will they treat me? Thank you, second young Master Fu, for helping me just now. Such a big show. You want to get rid of me with just a thank you. I will do as I said before. Cure grandma's illness. 1 month later. Second young Master Fu can take her to any hospital for a diagnosis. If the tumor isn't gone. Whether you want to kill me, abandon me, or make me disappear. It's all up to you to decide. That's not what I want to hear. Then what do you want to hear? You want to hear how I was violated. I won't go into details. Anyway, I was stripped naked and thrown onto the bed in a daze. As for not telling you, it wasn't intentional concealment. Anyway, after a year, we'll go our separate ways. Between us. There can't be a deep relationship, right? Tell me the truth. Who are you really? The second miss of the Gu family. Gu Beisheng. Is that so? To this day. I've never seen any parents treat their daughter like this. It's true that the Fu and Gu families have a marriage contract. But are you really a member of the Gu family? Hold on. Hey, I told you to stop, didn't you hear me? I heard you, but I don't want to stop. Because a dog's mouth can't spit out ivory. You. This is the medicine you decocted for Shijo Gij, right? I need to do a routine check. What if you put poison in it? Do you really think I'm like you? Jiang Yu. Allowing someone to poison and poisoning someone yourself are no different. How do you know? It's a pity. I'm not that easy to kill. Although Gu Xinyu doesn't look like a good person either. But who cares about her? Right now, I just want Gu Beisheng to leave the Fu family. Little sister, are you stupid? You help Gu Xinyu, then I'll withdraw, and she'll take over. She's much harder to deal with than me. Eat more walnuts to nourish your brain. Wait a minute. This medicine is decocted for Shijo Gij, right? You put so much Borneo in it, you want to kill him. Do you think I'm that easy to fool? See what this is. I'm a B-level employee of Nanhua Pharmaceutical. Nanhua Pharmaceutical. Then you have a bright future. Guess whether your Shijo Gij will believe you or me. Troublesome. Come with me. Besides the medicine you just drank, I'll give you acupuncture every 4 hours. To clear the meridians and expel toxins faster. Oh, right. Remember to apply the ointment to your Shinshu acupoint. Wait a minute. Where is the Shinshu acupoint? Here. Do you think I can apply it myself? Are you done? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh my god, Gu Beisheng, you're hopeless. You're being treated and still thinking about those irrelevant things. Oh right, during the treatment period, all sexual activity is prohibited. If I don't prohibit it, it will affect the treatment outcome. Mrs. Fu, are you afraid of me? Or are you looking forward to me doing something with you? Gu Beisheng is a scourge, she absolutely cannot stay. This is the footage of the young madam being brought to the Gu family at the age of 6. It is said that she had a difficult temperament and was very wild. So her relationship with the Gu family has always been bad. It is said that she lived in a storage room under the stairs at that time. Accompanying her was a pet cat named Huan Huan. The young madam has a strange personality. Everyone always felt that she had mental problems. So, at the age of 16, she was sent to a private mental hospital. She stayed there for 4 years. Currently, on her back, chest, neck, left leg, a total of 4 electric shock wounds and 6 knife wounds. It is said that she even attempted suicide. Continue. Here comes the most unforgivable part about Mr. Fu. During your hospitalization, do you know where those news articles slandering you for abusing maids and acting maliciously came from? We always thought it was a business rival. Who knew it was actually Gu Beisheng? I don't understand. You and her have never met before. Why would she frame you like that? Why? Because this Gu Beisheng really wanted to marry me. This Gu Sinew. It's because of those news articles. That made her become a substitute bride. I already felt that this Gu Beisheng was unfathomable. Now it seems she's even more interesting than I imagined. Are you afraid of me or are you looking forward to me doing something with you? It seems that second young master is much better now. You can even joke with me now. If you dare to make fun of me again, I'll give you a needle that'll send you back to the pre-liberation era. Please rest assured, second young master. I'm not that imaginative. And I wouldn't think you'd do anything to me. With your current status and position, second young master, you wouldn't be that indiscriminate, would you? Any woman would want a taste. Besides, we're just in a cooperative relationship. You protect my life. I help you extend your life. If I didn't have medical skills to rely on, with your way of doing things, second young master, you would have kicked me out long ago, right? How's the investigation going? Senior sister, Fu Shizhou is investigating you. Then release those things. After all, he's put in the effort to investigate. If we don't give him some sweetness, how will he be satisfied? Moreover, I want to use Fu Shizhou's hand to find out who I really am. Mr. Fu, is it still possible for you to get a divorce now? What's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry? Did Gu Beisheng kill someone or set fire to something? It's even worse than that. Gu Beisheng is a wicked person, she absolutely cannot stay. Since Fu Shizhou's health recovered. Despite the bleak market situation, the Fu Corporation has faced the challenges head-on. They have consecutively secured the third order worth over $1 trillion this week. Now, the doubts about Fu Shizhou's frail health have been dispelled. Fu Corporation's stock price has been soaring in the stock market, rising by 8%. Rumor has it that Fu Corporation will collaborate with the mysterious jewelry designer Zhou. Chenin Media has fired the first shot in its foray into the luxury goods industry. Mr. Fu, I'd like to interview you. What are your thoughts on this matter? Excuse me. The effects of the medicine are time-limited. The press conference was delayed by 13 minutes. That's why you're experiencing symptoms like rapid heartbeat and chest pain now. Are you feeling any better now? Assistant Shirt told me yesterday that you didn't sleep until 4 a.m. If you keep going like this, not to mention me, even gods can't save you. Lower it a bit. Lower it even more. That's for being a chatterbox. Have you contacted Zhou yet? You're looking for Zhou. Her schedule is incredibly full. It's said that even her family appointments are booked until next year. Moreover, Zhou once said, she won't accept any work invitations within a year. So, right now, I don't even know if Zhou is male or female, round or flat. Whether she's a young lady or an old woman, Chinese or foreigner, I have no idea. Female, Chinese. 22 years old. So, she's neither an old woman nor a young lady. Maybe she's your younger sister. As for her figure, neither round nor flat. Young madam, are you talking about that jewelry master Zhou? You sound so well informed, don't tell me you're claiming to know her. She's an international design master. I'm her fan, I got all this information from gossip. I knew it, how could you possibly know Zhou? I've asked you to contact her for 2 weeks now. How come you can't even find her contact information? Don't even think about getting your bonus this quarter. Oh, right. The Fu family wants to enter the jewelry industry. Are you interested? I'm busy. Mrs. Fu. What are you busy with? You want to join Nanhua. Nanhua isn't a place where anyone can just walk in. I, a PhD graduate from Penang University. Even I'm only a B-level employee there. Gu Beisheng, it seems you haven't even attended university, right? With your level of education, you dare to think about Nanhua. You still dare to dream about Nanhua. Thinking about it isn't illegal, and I'm determined to think about it. You can get in if you really want to. But I don't think the cleaning ladies at Nanhua need a degree. If you really want to get in. For the sake of Shizhou Gij. I can put in a good word for you. Shizhou Gij, what do you think? Who let you in? Maybe I forgot to close the door. Even if the door is open, you should still knock before entering. This is basic etiquette. Now go out and knock. Get out. Lock the door, don't come in. Although Nanhua is difficult to get into. But I can help you. Thank you. I have my own way. Second young Master Fu, I'll go steal the notebook back for you. Then can you not deduct my bonus for this quarter? Who would have thought? Fu Shizhou, who was rumored to have died 8 times. Within a week, he actually managed to secure $3 trillion orders in a row. It's all thanks to that Gu Beisheng. Cheng Hua. Hey, Sinew. Don't smash it. This is Zhou's work. It's a piece I fought hard to win at the auction. It's worth over 60 million yuan. Sit down. Now it's great. Fu Shizhou is still alive and has become even richer. Why does Gu Beisheng have such good luck? Be good. No matter how lucky she is. She's just an illiterate who never went to school. You're someone who was exceptionally selected by Nanhua Pharmaceutical. With Fu Shizhou's status, he can live with an illiterate like Gu Beisheng. He'll get tired of it in no time. By then, her fate will be worse than anyone else's. Do you know how to get someone's attention? It's to make him curious about you. He'll want to study you all the time. So, about the Fu Corporation wanting to collaborate with Zhou. Agree to it. Announce it at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Fu Corporation will be Zhou's sole global collaboration partner. In the future, I'll use Fu Shizhou's hand to bring down the Gu family. Consider this a thank you gift to him. Get in the car. I don't want to. Sure, Qing. What's wrong? Do you want me to get out and carry you? I never knew I was so embarrassing to be seen with. It's not that. Sigh. Since things have come to this, let's just be clear. Second young Master Fu, can we have a secret marriage? Except for the Gu family. Let's keep our relationship hidden from the public for now. Reason. I don't want to be called a gold digger. Is that a valid reason? This bad man. A secret marriage won't harm him in any way. Why not agree? First, a country bumpkin, mentally ill, suicidal woman. Which label is worthy of your status, second young Master Fu? A woman like me is truly embarrassing to be seen with. Second, after a year, I'll cure you, and we'll go our separate ways. A secret marriage is the same as not being married in the eyes of the public. It won't affect you finding a new love, second young Master Fu. I want to get out of the car. You. Bring this and come find me. Could it really be her? She really loves the limelight. This is Nanhua, you know. The holy land in the eyes of us medical students. Sinew, Yunqian, we can only see you off here. I'm so envious of you, being able to join the CS Advanced Research Group at Nanhua Pharmaceutical. It's said that if you achieve results, you can even become the direct disciple of the medicine god, Nanzheng. Nanzheng is my idol. Definitely, Nanhua has always only recruited PhDs. Now they've made an exception and accepted 2 third-year research students like you. See how outstanding you are. Nanhua only recruits PhDs. Then 5 years ago, didn't they also accept Gu Beisheng? It's a pity that she was expelled shortly after enrolling. What are you doing? Why bring up Gu Beisheng out of the blue? Aren't you afraid of bad luck mentioning her? Alright. Gu Beisheng is my older sister, I'm happy that you mentioned her. Gu Beisheng. Long time no see. You guys still love to gossip. You're Gu Beisheng. Didn't you just say that mentioning my name brings bad luck? Sister, why are you at Nanhua Pharmaceutical? Are you here to work too? Why not? Oh my god, you still have the nerve to ask. Gu Beisheng. You, a crazy person who didn't even finish school. How dare you come to Nanhua? Of course, I walked in. Hey, you. Alright, man. Don't be so harsh. Sister, we're doing this for your own good. Everyone knows that Nanhua Pharmaceutical only recruits highly educated talents. Someone like you. You don't need to worry about this. Hey, wait. Gu Beisheng. 5 years ago, you were accepted by Nanhua. But because of a mental breakdown, you couldn't start working. Beisheng. I know you've been obsessed with Nanhua for so many years. But a big company like Nanhua is definitely not a place you can just walk into. If you try to force your way in, the security guards will arrest you. I'll barge in and see if the security guards dare to arrest me. Security. Why was she able to get in? Isn't this the staff-only passage? For Nanhua employees. How could Gu Beisheng possibly be an employee of Nanhua Pharmaceutical? I know. She must be here to clean. It said that big companies, for charity purposes, will hire some disabled people. Mental illness is also considered a disability, isn't it? Alright, you two go back first. We should go in now. Wait a minute. This is the elevator for directors only, the staff elevator is over there. Director's elevator. But Gu Beisheng clearly just went in from here, could she be? Impossible. Then she must be cleaning for the director. Nanhua has numerous research groups. Although each one is at a world-class level. But the DS group is our top priority. Our director has also assigned the most capable team leader to lead it. We will definitely work hard. Nan Zhang, General Manager of the Pharmaceutical R&D Department at Nanhua Pharmaceutical. The pioneer of a gene therapy. Achieved major breakthroughs in cancer treatment. Hello. Excuse me, can we meet the medicine god, Master Nan Zhang? What you need to do now is achieve results in the DS group as soon as possible. As for the director, she's not someone you can just meet whenever you want. As an A-level employee who has worked at Nanhua Group for 4 years, I've only had the privilege of hearing her voice. Nan Zhang's English name is Zhou. This name sounds so familiar. This is your research lab. Your team leader should be waiting for you inside. Change your clothes and you can go in. Okay, thank you. Hello, teacher. It takes that long to walk from the lobby to the 38th floor. We meet again. Tell me, are you surprised? Are you shocked? Gu Beisheng. What are you doing here? Are you here to clean? Gu Xinyu. Sometimes I really admire your stupidity. You have a kind of innocence that doesn't belong in this world. Then where's our team leader? Is it possible that I, Gu Beisheng, am your team leader? Team leader of the DS Advanced Research Group, Nanhua Pharmaceutical. You. Gu Beisheng. How is this possible? A mentally ill person who didn't even graduate. This is simply impossible. How did you become the team leader? I did it even though it's impossible. You're actually Nanhua's top-level S-rank employee. This means you need to have achieved at least 10 national-level research results. This is impossible. She's just a mentally ill person who never went to school. Why did I get sick? It's all thanks to you. But don't worry. We were classmates after all. I'll still show some mercy for old time's sake. I have been waiting for you for a long time. Then we won't attend. Xinyu. We worked so hard to get into Nanhua Pharmaceutical. The school has signed an agreement with Nanhua Pharmaceutical. If we quit now, we won't be able to graduate. We're already in our 3rd year, don't you want to get your diploma? But Jiang is smarter after all. Little sister, have you done something wrong to me? Why do you want to run away every time you see me? Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's talk business. I received your research reports yesterday. This is the thesis of Penang's #1 socialite, Gu Xinyu. Gu Beisheng, what are you doing? I paid a high price for this. I wrote it. Don't you dare go too far. This is considered going too far, you're too impatient. Jiang, your data is slightly better. At least it's your own work. However, it's far from meeting the DS standard. I'll have you redo the experiment. But redoing the experiment will take 4 months. Then we won't be able to graduate. Then. Repeat the year. What does that have to do with me? Gu Beisheng, you. Why are you here? Where's the lounge? Why are you still wearing this? Fu Shizhou. What's wrong with you in broad daylight? What's wrong with me? You. What are you trying to do? Let go of me. Let go. Where did you get this ring? An old friend gave it to me. Old friend. Male or female, when did they give it to you? Why did they give you this? Gu Beisheng. Was it when you slept with that man? Was it when you slept with that man? Fu Shizhou, are you crazy? So you're questioning me now. This is my privacy, and it's already in the past. You just worry about living your own life, don't be curious about mine. Gu Beisheng. Have you seen enough? Give it back to me if you have. It's just a ring, what's so precious about it? Why are you acting like this? Something's not right. So precious, this ring. Either it's very valuable, or it has a special meaning. Second young Master Fu. I know you had some misunderstandings about me before. But did you know? Besides my sister sleeping with men, she also had a child before. Gu Beisheng. You forced me to do this. Actually, these things. I didn't want to say them. But I can't bear to see second young Master Fu being deceived by my sister. Making one mistake after another. So you're saying, you're here to save me. I'll give you 5 minutes. After my sister was violated that day. She got pregnant not long after. But our whole family disagreed with her keeping the child. But she wouldn't listen, she insisted on giving birth. Maybe it was heaven's retribution. That child died as soon as it was born. Second young Master Fu. Go on. Oh. Oh right, I heard. That my sister was tortured terribly that day. Her whole body was covered in bruises. And she even screamed herself hoarse. Sounds quite exciting. Is there more? So second young Master Fu really wants to hear it. Of course there's more. There was more than one man at the scene that day. If you ask me, that child might not even be whose. Even if it were born, it would only be a curse. You sound so excited. It seems Miss Gu also enjoys this kind of thing. I don't need it, I don't need it. How can you not need it? Second young Master Fu. What are you doing? Calling me second young Master Fu is too formal. I'm your brother-in-law. Call me brother-in-law. Brother-in-law. About what you just said. If I hear even half a word of it outside, I think you know the consequences. The outside world rumors that I, Fu Shizhou, am a brother killer and patricide. I think destroying a sister-in-law shouldn't be too difficult. Second young Master Fu is so angry. Does that mean you believe what I said? Sister. Everything you've tried to hide will be in vain. What nonsense are you talking about in there? Sister. Aren't you curious about what I told second young Master Fu? I hit you as a warning not to talk nonsense. I think you don't dare to listen. I told second young Master Fu everything you did. Thanks to your visit to the Fu residence last time. He has a full understanding of your Gu family's character. Do you think he'll believe what you say? Believe it or not, you were just standing at the door. Why didn't you come in and interrupt me? Because you know every word I said is true. Gu Beisheng. No man would ever want you. Second young Master Fu. Do you want a divorce from me? Take off your shirt, I need to give you acupuncture. What is the 1-year period up? Not yet. So you can't cure my illness. How is that possible? If even I can't cure your illness in this world, then you can only wait to die. Then why? I'll prepare 7 days worth of ointment, just apply it when the time comes. As for the herbal formula and proportions, I'll leave it to Jiang Yu. She studied traditional Chinese medicine, so it shouldn't be a problem. As for grandma's illness, don't worry, I'll take full responsibility. I'm leaving now. Mrs. Fu, are you trying to escape because you're guilty? You can think that if you want. Didn't Gu Xinyu accuse me of many crimes to you? Consider it my conscience awakening, and I don't want to harm you anymore. Do you think I, Fu Shizhou, am someone you can just mess with? You decided to marry, and now you decide to divorce. Gu Beisheng. Let me tell you. My Fu family has always been conservative, for 6 generations. There has never been such a disgraceful thing as divorce. If you want to leave the Fu family, there's basically only one way out, death. So, Mrs. Fu. Do you want to die? Who's there? Ouch, ouch. Grandma's here. I'll give you a sedative injection. Oh, get away from me. Hey, Sheng Sheng, come here. Seeing how close you two were last time, I thought I'd soon be holding a great-grandchild. But then Sheng Sheng asked for a divorce from you. Shizhou. What did you do to wrong her? What? You actually asked for a divorce from Shizhou Gij. Let me tell you. If anyone's going to divorce, it should be Shizhou Gij divorcing you. That's right. Gu Beisheng asked for a divorce. As for wronging her. Grandma. I didn't give her my card. Does that count? Of course it does. You're her husband, how could you not give your wife money for living expenses? Sheng Sheng is a poor student, how do you expect her to live? Sigh. Do you want to starve her to death and then marry someone else? She. A poor student. She. Oh, I am a poor student. I'm so poor, I'm really poor. I have 60 million here, it's my savings. Take it and use it for pocket money. Shizhou. Give Sheng Sheng 5 million for living expenses each month, that's not too much, right? Okay. Oh right, the Lu family invited me to a charity gala. In previous years, Jiang Yu went in my place. You two go this time. The Lu family. Here's your card back, Grandma. That's right. As a hidden big shot of Nanhua Pharmaceutical, how could she care about this little bit of money? Gu Beisheng. I really underestimated you. If the ring incident brings back some bad memories for you, I can stop mentioning it. However, you're not allowed to mention divorce again. If something happens to Grandma because of this, your life won't be enough to compensate. I understand. Assistant, sure, please pull over, I want to get out. Oh, right. Is the Lu family that Grandma mentioned the Lu family from Zhoucheng? Is there a young master named Lu Nianchuan? So what if he is? What's wrong? Do you regret marrying me and want to cling to Lu Nianchuan? Let me tell you. Although the Lu family is powerful, they only marry daughters from official families with strong backgrounds. Someone like you could never marry into the Lu family. Crazy. Why would I want to enter the Lu family? What are you waiting for? Drive. Keep investigating for me, find out everything related to Gu Beisheng that night. Yes, sir. Mr. Fu. Get a suitable dress from Linda and send it to Gu Beisheng as soon as possible. Also, I don't want to see Lu Nianchuan at the charity gala. Did you hear Lu Nianchuan is coming tonight? Ever since the news of second young Master Fu's illness spread, he has become the most desirable husband for all the young ladies from wealthy families in the capital. I even spent a fortune to have a custom-made dress that he likes just for today. What worsening condition, he's clearly recovered. Besides, with you, you still want to marry into the Lu family. Oh right, Yunjian Gij. I heard you call Lu Nianchuan uncle, is that right? Yes. You're right, he's my uncle. The Lu family has an unwritten rule that they only marry daughters from wealthy families. So, Shen Man. Are you even worthy? Maybe Lu Nianchuan has taken a liking to me and fallen in love with me at first sight. Oh right, Sinew. Aren't you supposed to be wearing Linda's haute couture today? This doesn't look like Linda's style. What's wrong, couldn't you order it? I can't dislike Linda if I want to. Why is our little princess unhappy today? If you see anything you like today, just tell Daddy, I'll buy it all for you. Come on, Dad, you only know how to coax me with sweet words. Then I want that Linda haute couture mini dress, buy it for me. Wasn't it snatched away by someone else? This. I had already paid the deposit for that dress. But then someone came and took it away by paying double the price. Yes. If you can bring down Gu Beisheng, it'll be a great achievement. Dad just hopes you can marry into the Fu family. Then I'll be the father-in-law of the richest man, I can relax and enjoy my old age. Dad, what are you saying? Gu Beisheng is my sister. She's already married into the Fu family, you're already the father-in-law of the richest man. Besides, even if Fu Shizhou doesn't marry my sister, he might not necessarily marry me. How dare he not marry you? That was the agreement between our grandfathers back then. If he doesn't marry you, it would be unfilial. How can Gu Beisheng be the same as you? You're my biological daughter. What nonsense are you talking about? I meant you were raised by me personally. How can Gu Beisheng's feelings be the same as yours? She was taken away when she was 2 years old, she's just an illegitimate child. Is it really okay for you to talk about people behind their backs like that? It seems my suggestion to second young Master Fu worked. You're so pathetic that you've resorted to working as a waitress. Don't tell me you were kicked out of the Fu family. I earn money with my own abilities. As for you, I told you to rewrite your thesis, have you finished it yet? You are deliberately targeting me. So what if I am? Little sister. Better focus on writing your thesis. Don't forget, without my consent. You can't even become a formal employee at Nanhua Pharmaceutical. Haven't you hugged enough? Haven't you hugged enough? Uncle. Could you be Lu Nianchuan? So this is the legendary Gu family daughter. I heard this Gu family daughter, Gu Xinyu, is the most beautiful woman in Binzhou, elegant and generous. But she doesn't seem to match the rumors. She looks like a country bumpkin. Mr. Lu, Don't speak. There must be some misunderstanding, Xinyu always speaks so gently. There must be some misunderstanding tonight. It's not your place to interrupt when elders are talking. Go down. Yes, sir. Didn't I prepare a dress for you? Why are you dressed like this? Second young Master Fu, it's truly my fault. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted you and Mr. Liu. Everything is my fault, please forgive me. I'll get back to work. Do as I said. Right. The more miserable you make me sound, the better. Gu Beisheng. What are you up to now? Second young Master Fu, want to make a fortune? Then listen to me. Oh my god, second young Master Fu, don't hit me, I know I was wrong. Second young Master Fu, please spare me. Second young master. Did my sister upset you? Get lost. You're a dignified young master, yet you speak so crudely to a lady. You're not a gentleman at all. You're a gentleman, you call yourself a gentleman while hugging someone else's wife. I remember telling you not to come. This is a gala hosted by my Lu family, I come and go as I please. I'd like to see what thing or who you, Fu Shizhou, are afraid of me for. Wait a minute. What did you say? Gu Beisheng is your wife. Are you married? Stay away from Gu Beisheng. She is someone you can't afford to offend. Did Fu Shizhou really hit Gu Beisheng? I saw it with my own eyes, how could it be fake? My dear sister provoked second young Master Fu and made him furious. She ran away in a panic. Very good, Sinew. You'll be the wife of the richest man soon. I told you so. What man can tolerate his wife being treated like that? Hello. Is what you said true? Sinew, good news. Didn't you say you were afraid of Gu Beisheng deliberately making things difficult for you in the lab? You don't have to worry now. Nanhua Pharmaceutical has cut funding to her lab. That's even better. I don't even need to lift a finger against Gu Beisheng. Heaven won't spare her. Today is a special auction for the renowned designer Zhou. The first item up for auction is Zhou's Night Star. This is the most exquisite glass artwork that Zhou designed. Before announcing her entry into the jewelry industry, the starting price is 5 million. 5 million, I'll take it. 515 million. Gu Beisheng. You're just a broke waitress now. Can you even afford it? It is said that Gu Beisheng wants to use this auction to turn things around. Deliberately bought Zhou's glass artwork, and then sell it at a high price to continue funding the laboratory. After all, Zhou's works are currently very popular and have the highest appreciation potential. So that's what she's planning. So, Mom, do you think I'll let her have her way? Ting. 6 million. Don't forget I still have the money from the shares Grandma left me. Dad, how much are the shares Grandma left her worth? About 6,500,000. You're not going to. Dad, don't you really like Zhou's decorations? Then I'll buy it and take it back to show my filial piety, okay. 7 million. Do you have it? Sinew, Zhou's works are good, but they are a bit expensive. I want it, I'll give it to you, there's no need to go through so much trouble. I can also give it to you as a meeting gift. The Liu family is indeed powerful. But the Liu family doesn't want the generations of friendship between the Fu and Liu families anymore. It can be unnecessary. As long as Sheng Sheng is satisfied. Okay. Oh my. You're too easy to tease. Don't you dare buy those works for me, they're just garbage. The good show is still to come, just wait and see. Forget it, I'll let you have this one. Anyway, Zhou has so many works, you can't take them all. What if I can get them all? Everyone. I, Gu Xinyu, am passionate about charity. And now I want to buy all of Joe's works for public welfare and charity. And I hope to have everyone's witness. Gu Xinyu is indeed worthy of being Penang's #1 socialite. Not only excellent in academics but also very loving. What qualifications does that Gu Beisheng have to show off in front of her? They are both Gu family sisters, but now she is just a small waitress. Not even worthy of wiping Gu Xinyu's shoes. After all, you are my younger sister. I'll be honest with you, this auction item is extremely important to me. It can determine the life or death of my career. Do you have the heart to snatch it from me? If you hadn't said these things, I wouldn't even want to compete. I took your house before and also took the shares Grandma left you. Now I not only want to snatch the Joe you like, I also want to snatch your man. But looking at the current situation, this man doesn't seem to have anything to do with you at all. I'll ask you again, are you serious? Sister. Then I'm sorry. I know you really need all of Joe's works to keep your lab going. But how could I let you live? You're quite ambitious. As far as I know, there are still 26 of Joe's works on the market. Do you have that much money? Does the Gu family have that much money? So what? Aren't you the team leader? Aren't you gritting your teeth and not wanting me to graduate? Just you wait and see your downfall. Last time I could make you lose face and unable to stand up. This time I can also make you unable to stand up, forever fall into the abyss. Do you believe it? I really don't believe it. You don't have that ability. Ting. Then I'll let you see if I do or not. Mr. Liu, you are the main sponsor of this Joe Charity Gala. I would like to ask if you can get other works by Joe. What a coincidence. Everyone. I am indeed the exclusive agent of designer Joe. Anything taken from her must go through my hands. I want to buy all of her works. Remember, it's all of them. Not a single piece is allowed to leak out. Do you really want it that much? I can also buy everything for you. Don't bother. Just wait, it's about to reach the grand finale. Xinyu, do you know how much it costs to buy these things? Our family savings are not enough. Dad, didn't Grandma leave us 2 villas in Xicheng? We can sell them and get money. Oh, my ancestors. That's our family's ancestral property. Miss Gu, the Night Star now belongs to you. As for the other works by Joe, I will send someone to deliver them to your residence. Using the entire family's financial resources to buy these useless things. Gu Xinyu, is it worth it? It's Xinyu. It's a bit risky. What do you know? The expert said, Joe's work will continue to rise in value. See, it says to keep this piece for a month. Then when you sell it, the price will at least quadruple. Our Xinyu has a good business sense. Oh Mom, don't say that. I still owe it to my sister's good fortune. If it weren't for my sister, I wouldn't have been able to buy all of Joe's works. As for the sale of our villa, it's all thanks to God's blessing. I posted the house sale information online, and in less than 5 minutes, a buyer contacted me. And they paid the full amount at once. Have you ever thought that it wasn't God who was blessing you at all? What do you mean? Linda's haute couture. How can a lowly waitress like you afford to wear this? Miss Gu, the Night Star now belongs to you. As for the other works by Joe, I will send someone to deliver them to your residence. Using the entire family's financial resources to buy these useless things. Gu Xinyu, is it worth it? It's Xinyu. It's a bit risky. What do you know? The expert said, Joe's work will continue to rise in value. See, it says to keep this piece for a month. Then when you sell it, the price will at least quadruple. Our Xinyu has a good business sense. Oh Mom, don't say that. I still owe it to my sister's good fortune. If it weren't for my sister, I wouldn't have been able to buy all of Joe's works. As for the sale of our villa, it's all thanks to God's blessing. I posted the house sale information online, and in less than 5 minutes, a buyer contacted me. And they paid the full amount at once. Have you ever thought that it wasn't God who was blessing you at all? What do you mean? Linda's haute couture. How can a lowly waitress like you afford to wear this? Oh, I know, you stole it, didn't you? Gu Beisheng, Gu Beisheng. You're not just crazy, you've learned to steal now. It's me. Don't. I still want to watch. What else do you have to say? Let me tell you. The dress you're wearing is worth over 20 million. You can't afford it at all. Any pearl on you is worth 70 to 80,000. Higher than your annual salary as a waitress. If you want to wear new clothes, just tell me. My family has a pile of clothes we don't wear anymore. Why bother stealing from others? How embarrassing. The head of the R&D team at Nanhua Pharmaceutical, your finances should be quite impressive, right? Now you're relying on stealing to get ahead. If it was really stolen, you could totally report it to the police. For you, it's a haute couture dress. But for me, it's just an ordinary dress. A pearl is 70 to 80,000, right? Here you go. You. I gave her this dress. What do you have a problem with that? Second young Master Fu. I am. Alright, no time to play with you anymore. My dear sister. Have you ever thought that I dressed as a waitress to see you? Sinew. I don't believe it. I wouldn't believe it even if I died. You, a lunatic, how could you possibly be Joe? Ah. Sinew. You're still stubborn even when you're about to die. Show her the proof that I am Joe. So you've gone through all this trouble. Planned all of this just to humiliate me. It did take a lot of effort. But is this considered humiliation? You put a dog chain on me, forced me to crawl on the ground and eat dog food. Hung me upside down from a tree, covered me in honey to attract mosquitoes and ants. Locked me in a dog cage. You and those filthy men played cards. Every time you lost, you made me take off a piece of clothing. You guys also. Do you want me to continue? Compared to your endless games. I guess it'll take until the day after tomorrow for me to finish. So you want me to die? Killing people is illegal. Compared to you dying. I'm better at making you wish you were dead. Okay. Then send all those defective products over. No need for postage, we're family after all. Thank you, my dear sister. My sister has generously bought all the stock I've been holding onto for so many years. I've made a fortune out of it. What do you mean? Why do you have so many of Joe's works on your phone? They must be fake. Sinew. How can you believe her? This psycho is about to go bankrupt. Can't even run her lab, how could she possibly know Joe? Yes, your father is right. She must have found someone somewhere. Made a counterfeit Joe's work and is selling it. Let me tell you, Sheng Sheng. What you're doing is illegal. Joe is a master. You're infringing on their copyright. If they sue you, don't drag us down with you. We don't have the money to compensate you. You're Joe, right? As expected. Second young Master Fu is still smart. How is this possible? Are you so shocked that you're joking with me? I can show you the transaction records. See if this is the money you just transferred. Oh right, there's no point in hiding it from you now. I was also the buyer of the two ancestral homes of the Gu family. In other words, you used the Gu family's money to buy the Gu family's ancestral homes. Joe, this move of yours is brilliant. You deliberately dressed as a waitress. Just to set a trap for me to fall into. You should feel honored. Only you guys can make me go through so much trouble. You unfilial daughter. You deliberately tricked us into selling those two old houses. But I didn't need to trick you. That was the inheritance my grandmother left me. It was you. You took advantage of my young age and locked me up for 5 whole days. Made me stay with venomous snakes and snails, forced me to sign those transfer agreements. Now it's just returning things to their rightful owner. Those rumors about your lab's funding being cut off. Of course, I was the one who spread them. If I didn't say that, how would you have thought of cutting off my livelihood? and willingly buy all of Joe's works. Then we don't want them anymore. We won't buy them. Can't we just not buy them? We don't want to buy them anymore. No, those are all charity auctions. All the people here tonight are prominent figures in Penang. Miss Gu Sinew. Everyone has witnessed your kindness. You've sold everything, even your ancestral home. Do you want to go back on your word? What about the Gu family's reputation? Old Gu, old Gu. Old Gu. If anything happens to old Gu, I'll kill you. Old Gu. Old Gu. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this day? Are you happy now? What? Second young Master Fu also asks such boring questions. Of course, I'm happy. Who wouldn't be happy to have their revenge? I dream of trampling them underfoot and listing their sins. That's good. What are you doing? Where are you taking her? We're going home to talk about private matters. Do you also want to watch? Second young Master Fu, I know what you want to ask me. This is proof of my work at Nanhua Pharmaceutical and as Zhou. I didn't intentionally hide it from you. There are indeed compelling reasons. Moreover, I really don't want to drag the Fu family into this mess of the Gu family. So, Mrs. Fu, you don't want the Fu family to be involved, but you let the Lu family get involved. Tell me, what is your relationship with Lu Nianchuan? Not to mention how well the two of you coordinated. You just waved your hand. And Lu Nianchuan knew what you wanted to do. The two of you are really in sync. In front of everyone, you put on a show of tacit understanding. Gu Beisheng, I don't care who you are, the head of Nanhua Pharmaceutical, or some master designer Zhou. Since you're already married, you better not betray me. Otherwise, I still have ways to make you. Are you okay? He didn't do anything to you, did he? If you dare to lay a finger on Zhou, the Lu family will break ties with you. The generations of friendship between the Lu and Fu families. You want to break with me for her. I knew Zhou before you did. I know about her. Much more than you do. Of course, you're Zhou's husband. But your understanding of her is less than a 10,000th of mine. Right, Zhou? Lu Nian. Let's just say. In front of Zhou. Although the Lu and Fu families are old friends, it's just fleeting clouds. Not worth mentioning. Second young Master Fu. You want to protect him. Fine. Today, it's either him or me. Lu Nianchuan. Apologize and step down. I'm sorry, second young Master Fu. I was wrong. I shouldn't have provoked you. I'm just Zhou's subordinate. I'll take my leave now. That's how it is. I saved Lu Nianchuan once. Later, in the mental hospital, he helped me cover up and create opportunities. The pharmaceutical research at Nanhua Pharmaceutical and the creative designs as Zhou were actually all done in the mental hospital. Without his operations, I wouldn't have been able to achieve this much. So now he's my special assistant. I didn't know Lu Nianchuan had this kind of ability. So, is there anything else you're hiding from me? These are the jewelry designs I've drawn for you these past few days. The jewelry collaboration between Zhou and the Fu Corporation can start now. If you have no objections, we can start production immediately. I've made a preliminary estimate. The Fu Corporation can make a net profit of 600 billion a year. Why are you here again? I really have something important. The hospital just called. Gu Chenghua might be dying. Gu Beisheng. If anything happens to my father, I will definitely make you die with him. You still dare to say such things at this point. How shameless. Do you want to save him? If they have no blood relation to you at all, will you still save them? This is something I just got. You, Gu Beisheng, and the three of them have no blood relation whatsoever. You're overthinking it. I wasn't planning on saving him anyway. Gu Beisheng. I know you're an ungrateful wretch, but he's still your biological father. How can you bear to let him die? You're wrong. I won't let him die. I will only make him die more painfully. Mom. Nanhua Pharmaceutical has a medicine called Helen KO. It is said to have miraculous effects in bringing the dead back to life. Now only Gu Beisheng has it. Here to submit your report. Gu Beisheng, do you really not want to save Dad? He's critically ill because of you. Because of me. Isn't it because you used the ancestral property to buy garbage? And what does your father have to do with me? And what about you? I'm your younger sister. You know everything. An irrelevant person. Why should I save? Right. If you want me to save him, you can. Kneel down. And say I was wrong. Gu Beisheng, are you crazy? You dare to ask me to kneel? Compared to what you did to me. Is kneeling too much to ask? Or is your father's life not worth kneeling for? Gu Beisheng, you really are. Sister. Sister, I know I was wrong. I kneel before you. I beg you, please save my dad, please. Brother Yan Jun. My sister said that as long as I kneel, she will save my dad. Sinew, please get up first. You. Come outside with me. Jiang, is this the attitude you should have towards the group leader? Gu Beisheng, stop doing this. You've gone through so much trouble doing all this. First, you founded some DS experimental group. Then you held some charity gala. Now you appear as Joe. Isn't it all because you like me? What? Trying to get my attention. Okay, okay. All of this is fine. I can accept it all. But you can't harm others because of it. Do you understand? You're only making me hate you more and more. It even makes me feel disgusted. Who told you that I like you? Then let everyone be safe and sound. I will sacrifice myself. Let go. Jiang Yanjun. What do you want to do? I agree to let you have me. This is the exchange. After we're done, you can go save your uncle. Jiang Yanjun, if you dare touch me, I will make you. Alright. At this point, just stop pretending. The more you act like this, the more pretentious you seem. Since the first time you saw me, haven't you been longing for this day? It has come. I don't like you at all. Enough. Stop being stubborn. If you don't like me, then who do you like? Lun Yanchuan, of course. Let me tell you. My uncle is never going to like you. Then let me ask. In all of Penang, who could be better than me? My woman. You dare to touch her. What do you mean yours? Sister. What are you doing here with Jiang Yanjun? Second young Master Fu, I really didn't expect my sister to be such a hopeless case. She slept with a bad man before. And now she even keeps calling him a bad man. Little sister-in-law. You speak so fluently. Have you ever thought that the bad man who slept with her N years ago was me? Second young Master Fu, are you kidding me? The man I found before was a smelly old fishmonger from the West Market. How could he possibly be I've always suspected. And now you finally admitted it yourself, right? Don't move. I know what you're trying to do. Leave it to me. Shirqing. Take her away. And this voice recorder, hand it over to the police. The police will punish her. Second young Master Fu, second young Master Fu. You misunderstood me. It's not my fault. Sister, sister. Help me, sister. Sister. Take Jiang Yanjun away too. Wait. He's just a little slow. It's not that serious. Before, Gu Xinyu used the excuse that you had something going on to invite me to the bar. And then, for Lun Yanchuan's sake, you can go. Thank you. Thank you, second young Master Fu, for helping me out. I know you're just afraid I'll be too embarrassed. That man couldn't have been you. Do you remember now? These 2 rings were left to me by my great-grandfather. I have one. And the other I gave to that woman before. I was hoping she would come and find me. But I waited and waited. Waited and waited. But she never came. Until one day, I bumped into you. I discovered that you also had this ring. Actually, I've wanted to tell you for a long time. But I saw that your reaction was still very strong. So I thought, that day must have left a bad impression on you. Therefore, I decided not to mention it again. Why were you at the hotel that night? Similar to you. I was also framed. Give it to me. The person who framed you has been dealt with. Gu Sinyu's plan was to take compromising photos of you and Jiang Yanjun and use them to threaten you into saving Gu Chenghua. But based on Gu Chenhua's past behavior, it's perfectly fine if you don't save him. Some people deserve to pay the price. What are you doing here? Since we've already confirmed our feelings for each other, then revisiting old dreams isn't out of the question. Sheng Sheng. Just a friendly reminder. We are husband and wife. Sleeping together is perfectly normal. Your body hasn't fully recovered, right? Sleeping is not an option. So Sheng Sheng was thinking about sleeping with me like that. Alright. It's just sleeping. Sheng Sheng. You are my only woman. After that night, I haven't slept with any other woman. So I'm so loyal and devoted. Aren't you going to give me some other reward? Just a kiss. Sheng Sheng, if you do this, I won't be able to control myself. You said it was just a kiss. What's wrong with a deeper kiss? Keep kissing, don't worry about it. Brother Shizhou. Jiang Yu. You better have something important to say. Gu Beisheng's mother. Your mother-in-law is here. She's sitting outside. Sheng Sheng. Give me the crane orchid. I'll go save your father. Why should I give it to you? Because he's your father. Even if they're not your biological parents. They raised you, didn't they? You ungrateful wretch. The principle of the grace of upbringing is greater than the sky. Don't you understand? What grace of upbringing? Is it sending me to the countryside when I was 2 years old? Giving me 200 yuan a month for living expenses? While you raise a dog and spend 50,000 yuan a month on it? Or is it In the freezing cold of -20 degrees. You used the excuse of strengthening my physique. To pour basins of cold water over me. Oh right. Even during the hottest days of summer, you weren't idle. Making me stay in the courtyard, surrounded by a furnace over 40 degrees. To barbecue and make soup for you. Thinking about it. The ways your Gu family bullies people are truly endless. If I hadn't pretended to be crazy and hid in a mental hospital, I would have been killed by you long ago. Gu Beisheng. You. Let me tell you the truth. I checked a few days ago. Gu Chenghua is beyond saving, he doesn't have many days left. You can't force him to stay. As for the crane orchid, there's only one left. Grandma Fu needs it. Don't even think about it. Gu Beisheng, are you crazy? That old woman is about to die. And you actually gave her the life-saving medicine. Give it to me. As long as you give it to me, I'll tell you something about your biological parents. You'll be disappointed. I have no interest in my biological parents. At all. Gu Beisheng. If you dare not save your father today, I'll die at the Fu family's doorstep. I'll let everyone know that you, Gu Beisheng, are unfilial. Don't dirty the Fu family's name. It's all right. She won't die. Let's go. Madam Gu, it's not good. Mr. Gu, he has passed away. Madam. Do you want to scald me to death? How can you still? Was it you? Did Gu Beisheng send you? Aunt, I came here on my own. No matter how bad your relationship was before. But I think we should respect the deceased. After all, you are her biological parents. I came here specifically to see Uncle off. You're so sensible. Gu Beisheng. She first plundered our Gu family's assets. Then harmed my husband. Sen Yu is still under investigation and hasn't been released. She didn't even get to see her father one last time. This must be Gu Beisheng's fault. Dad. I'm back late. Dad. Sen Yu, eat something. If you keep pushing yourself like this, your body will collapse. Mom. Aren't you curious how I got out? It was all Gu Beisheng's doing. Dad. Don't worry. I promise you. Within 10 days. I will definitely make Gu Beisheng come and be buried with you. Mom. What are you hiding? Weren't you deliberately letting me see it? So you figured it out. Then why didn't you expose me? I wanted to see what you would do. When I married into this family, I was initially confident that I could bring her down. But after all, I was alone. But the Fu family's power is immense, enough for me to rely on. I can then confidently tackle the problems. For example, Jiang Yu entering Nanhua Pharmaceutical. Was that also arranged by you? In order to spy on the Fu family. Actually, you've been planning to marry into the Fu family as a substitute for a long time, haven't you? It's a pity for Jiang Yu. Until now. She still thinks that Nanhua valued her talent and that's why she was hired. You even figured this out. And then. Zhou's cooperation with the Fu Corporation. Was that also orchestrated by you? As for getting acquainted with Lun Yinchuan. That idiot still thinks that a divine doctor descended from the heavens to save him. Little does he know that his illness was also caused by you, right? First, you used a little trick to make him think he was sick. Then you prepared the medicine to cure it, leading to him risking his life to help you later. Sheng. Do I need to say more? So you knew everything. I also know one more thing. That is, if we do intimate things as husband and wife, nothing will happen to me. I won't die either. After all this turmoil, the Gu family should only be left with an empty shell. If that mother and daughter want to maintain their current decent lifestyle, they can only sell their shares, sell their family jewelry. Does the Fu family want to become even stronger? Now is a good time to acquire them. The Gu family only has those measly assets. I really don't fancy it. However, if you want it, I can help you. Their family's money is all blood money. Not a single cent is clean. But Gu Chenghua's death was actually an accident. I didn't want to take their lives. If they're taken, then they're taken. They're just bad people. Their deaths aren't a pity. Besides, they still owe us a life, don't they? Tell me. How did our child die? Don't ask that question again. If you don't want to talk about it, then I won't ask. It's all my fault. I'll always be by your side from now on. Are you hungry? I'll get you something to eat. Young madam is asleep. Go investigate the young madam's child. How it died. Yes. Because I have too many bags. So I'll give you a good price on this one. 100000A. Too expensive, at most 40,000. Are you crazy, you poor thing? This is the first edition of Ijia. I bought it for 150,000. Now I'm selling it to you for 100,000. I'm already losing 50,000. Fine, don't buy it then. Alright. I'll buy it, okay. 40,000 it is. Hurry up and transfer the money to me. Wasn't it 40,000? Why is it only 30,000? We have to deduct taxes. That was the pre-tax price. After tax, it's 30,000. We are law-abiding citizens. I think you guys are deliberately trying to cheat me. Then I won't sell it. Hey, don't snatch it. Stop. Thank you. It's you. Why couldn't it be me? Penang's #1 socialite has fallen so far. How did I end up like this? Miss Gu, your temper hasn't changed at all. At least I just saved you. Is this how you treat your benefactor? How did you end up like this? You even have to sell your bags. How long have you been watching? I've been watching since you said your first word. I've never seen you haggle over money like this before. Who are you saying is haggling over money? How about this? Maybe you should be nicer. I can help you. The money I give you will definitely be more than what those unscrupulous vendors offered. This way, you won't have to be chased for property management fees anymore. It's better than having debt notices plastered everywhere, right? Although my Gu family can't compare to the Fu family, we are still considered part of Penang's high society. You, with your poor appearance, are just getting a little bit of power and starting to act all high and mighty. Aren't you still just a country bumpkin? Fine, you're incorrigible. Are you done? If you're done, remember to come up and do the experiment and submit your paper. You. Jiang, this is not bad. But the conclusion part still needs to be more specific. As for Gu, this is a complete waste of time. What do you mean, Gu Beisheng? You did this on purpose, didn't you? Firstly, at Nanhua Pharmaceutical, you should address me as Group Leader Gu. Secondly, I deliberately tormented you. Nanhua Pharmaceutical is where I've worked hard. Do I have that kind of free time? You think too highly of yourself. Do I have that kind of free time? You think too highly of yourself. I think you're just jealous. You envy me for having parents who love me. I was born a high society lady. And you, without parents, I won't even mention. Just a country bumpkin who was abandoned at birth. So what? Gu Sinew. All you have left is your mouth. What do you mean? Group leader Gu, I'll leave first. You still have to rewrite the paper. When you first joined DS, you bought someone else's work. Okay, I won't hold it against you. Because the original intention was to bring you into the group to torment you. This time it's still someone else's work. I'll let it slide. I advise you for the third time, don't submit someone else's work again. Because the person you hired is really bad. Of course, the good ones. You probably can't afford them now. 5-day deadline. If you can't submit the paper. Gu, don't even think about getting your diploma. Group leader Gu. You deliberately waited for me. How did you know this was my car? There are many rich people in Penang. There are also many people who can afford this kind of luxury car. But a license plate like this. I'm afraid only second young Master Fu would have it. I'm afraid only second young Master Fu would have it. I didn't even notice until you mentioned it. What do you want? Sinew, she already knows she was wrong. She hopes you can give her another chance. Because I heard that her family can't even afford to pay their electricity bill now. Jiang Yanjun. I was just thinking, if you would be stupid enough to plead for her. But I didn't expect you to be even more stupid than I imagined. Why should I forgive her? How much has she suffered? In other words, just based on what you did to me under her instigation. If Fu Shizhou hadn't shown up in time, you would have committed a crime. Medicine is a sacred profession. Experiments cannot be sloppy. It's all about dealing with human lives in the future. I'm being strict with her. Not just because of my personal grudge against her. Why aren't you leaving yet? If it weren't for the fact that your paper is relatively well written, I really wouldn't bother talking to you at all. Are you done yet? Gu Beisheng, I came here today with a question for you. This question is very important to me. Go ahead. Have you ever liked me? Never. Not even a little bit, not even a tiny bit. Absolutely not. Get out of the way. Hey you. Hey. Sinew, just forget it. You can't beat her. Brother Yanjun. You wouldn't really have fallen for Gu Beisheng, would you? Then if you side with her in the future. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to side with you? Side with you, who instigated me to commit a crime. Side with you in your pursuit of so-called fairness. This coward. He really fell for that woman's tricks. But I didn't do it on purpose. I was just afraid that you would be deceived by Gu Beisheng. What if you don't want me anymore in the future? My father was murdered. Now brother Yanjun doesn't want me either. Alright, it's not that I don't want you. I just don't want you to get hurt anymore. That's good. I just hope, brother Yanjun, that you can always be on my side. Now, besides you, I have nothing left. Brother. Can you always help me in the future? Okay. Sinew. You and your cousin are in the same year. The final thesis defense is coming soon. Can your thesis get you graduated? Otherwise, let's go and talk to Gu Beisheng properly. That will only put us at a disadvantage. Admitting defeat isn't necessarily a bad thing. Admitting defeat is fine. Then can you bring my father back to life now? Then can you bring my father back to life now? Mom is just worried about your future. Enough, Mom. Gu Beisheng keeps insisting that my thesis was bought. She wants to withhold my diploma. She can suppress me, can't I suppress her back? I don't believe it. She's just a measly undergraduate. How did she become the DS team leader in the blink of an eye? I don't believe there's nothing fishy going on. What are you trying to do now? An eye for an eye, Mom. Don't you know? That Gu Beisheng is just a small team leader. Above her. There's also a medical master, Nanzheng, who never shows her face. In Nanhua. Nanzheng is a godlike existence. Just imagine, if we could let Nanzheng know. This Gu Beisheng plagiarized and traded research results. Can she still survive in this industry? Can she still be so arrogant? Then do you have evidence of Gu Beisheng's academic misconduct? No. I can fabricate it if there's no evidence. I can make it up. Whatever can kill her, I'll make it up. Whatever is vicious, I'll release it. Isn't this simple? Oh, my sweet child. Why are you drinking? Baby. Is it inconvenient at your house? It's okay, uncle. Let's go. Who is he? Senyu, could he be? Mom. Later, no matter what you hear. Or what happens. Don't come in looking for me. Mom, I'm fine. No need to come in. Mr. Yu. Your daughter is not bad. Hee hee. Looks good to this old lady too. Senyu. What's going on between you and that man? Mom. Do you know who that man is? Zhou Qizheng's driver. There's nothing wrong with me being investigated. At least I got to know such a big shot. I can guarantee. With this person handling it, Gu Beisheng's doom is not far off. Yu Dashin. Gu Xinyu is associating with him. Judging from the photos. He's just a greasy middle-aged man. He probably doesn't have much money, right? Could he have some extraordinary qualities? I also think there's something wrong. But we can't really find out much. Yu Dashin. Zhou Qizheng's driver. Zhou Qizheng, the richest man in the north. How do you know him again? How could I possibly know him? He's the richest man in the north. I've seen him on the news. The key is this Gu Xinyu. Why is she seducing Yu Dashin? Could she be trying to stir up trouble and target you again? Then let her come. Just a caged beast. What's there to be afraid of? Everything you want is here. Thank you. How can you turn your back on me as soon as you get what you want? How could I do that, Uncle Dashin? After it's done, I'll play something big with you. I'm looking forward to it. Brother Yanjun. Can you do me a favor? Still want to hear gossip? Don't you have anything better to do? What's the rush? What? Are you scared? Did you already anticipate that what I'm about to say will be very unpleasant? But no matter how unpleasant, it's the truth. Everyone come and listen. I want to tell you all. This young and promising team leader Joe standing before you. She also has a side that no one knows about. Okay. Whoever wants to hear, come and listen. Let's begin. They all respect you. Only I know about the dirty things you've done. Pregnant before marriage. And almost gave birth to something of unknown origin. I almost forgot. You were originally also something without a father or mother. This thing called genes. It's hereditary, you know. I thought you could come up with something new. But you're still bringing up the past. Doesn't DS have a deep collaboration with the mental hospital? Give the director a call. I think Miss Gu Xinyu is a little crazy. She needs to get checked out. Gu Beisheng. Do you think that at Nanhua Pharmaceutical, you can control everything? Have you forgotten? Above you, there's still the legendary medicine master, Nanzheng. Nanhua is under her control. Not yours. This is a new way to deal with me. What are you planning to do? I'm going to expose your academic misconduct in front of Nanzheng. Nanzheng is a mysterious person who never appears in public. Are you sure you can meet her? There will be a high-level academic exchange meeting the day after tomorrow. Nanzheng will definitely be there. Gu Beisheng, your good days are over. Good morning, Joe. According to an anonymous report, the team leader of the DS research lab at Nanhua Pharmaceutical, Gu Beisheng, is suspected of academic misconduct. Everyone. The renowned team leader Zhou has been exposed for academic plagiarism. Gu Beisheng, you killed my father. This is a human life. Do you think I will let you off so easily? So, a life for a life. Gu Xinyu, don't forget. You also owe me a life. If it weren't for you, my child would be almost 4 years old now. Joe. Our master sincerely invites you to attend the academic exchange meeting 3 days later. Please take the invitation. This is the only proof that allows you entry. Your master. The academic exchange meeting organized by Zhou Qizheng. Where's mine? This is just a medical exchange meeting. As far as I know, Fu Group doesn't have any business in the medical field. I'm sorry. Our master only invited Zhou. Sigh. He's the richest man in the country after all. It would be disrespectful not to go. This Gu Xinyu is really something. She really managed to hook up with Zhou Qizheng. What's wrong? That Zhou Qizheng invited you. Does he have some ulterior motive? He's the richest man in the north. Powerful and influential. What motive could he possibly have with me? Second young Master Fu, are you jealous? What did you call me? Second young Master Fu. Oh, I see. Husband. That's right. Then help me convey this. Since he invited me, I will definitely be there. What should I do? I'm starting to look forward to it. This seminar. Ah, I originally thought I could sneak in disguised as a waitress. I really want to see Zhou Qizheng. He's the richest man in the north. What's so special about Zhou Qizheng? It's not like we haven't seen him on the news. The person I want to meet is the legendary medicine master, Nanzheng. I heard Nanzheng will attend this seminar. Nanzheng. She's the saint of pharmacy. The pride of the Chinese people. Right. My life's aspiration is also Nanzheng. I really want to know what he looks like. Old Fu. What do you mean by old Fu? Am I that old? How did you get in here? Miss Jiang is here too. I'm worried about you, okay. What am I afraid of? Can flies and cockroaches hurt you? As for her, she's also in the medical field. Grandma wanted her to come and see the world. They are flies and cockroaches. At most, they're just disgusting. But me, I'm poison. I'm a venomous centipede. Look. Isn't that big green fly here? This seminar requires an invitation to enter. I remember CEO Fu and Miss Jiang shouldn't have invitations, right? Sneaked in. It seems like my sister-in-law has moved on from the tragedy of her family's ruin. Still has the energy to care about me. In Penang, there's actually a place I, Fu Shizhou, can't enter. This is Zhou Qizheng. The seminar hosted by Zhou Qizheng, the richest man in the north. CEO Fu. Even if you're rich, you can only have a presence in this small Penang. Have a little bit of presence, right? So, now you want to cling to Zhou. Penang is also considered the largest city in the country. Now it can't even accommodate you anymore. Second young Master Fu. What should we do? Our Miss Gu thinks you're poor. What nonsense are you talking about, Gu Beisheng? Second young Master Fu. I didn't mean it that way. I'm referring to. Today's seminar is a high-level medical seminar. Fu Group. Haven't you ventured into the medical field yet? We didn't do it before. Doesn't mean we can't do it now. Besides, which industry Fu Group ventures into? What kind of business we do? When? Do we need to inform you, a socialite, about it? Fu Group is entering the pharmaceutical industry. Don't tell me. It's just to get today's invitation. The day before yesterday. Established a pharmaceutical company. Then. Acquired a few more pharmaceutical companies. Didn't control the strength well. Accidentally. Became #1 in the country. Fu Group, either we don't do it, or we do it the best. What's there to be arrogant about? CEO Fu. I've heard so much about you. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Since we've met. Then the 5 billion worth of goods you're holding should be shipped. Did I hold your goods? Oh. Maybe it's a misunderstanding. My subordinates didn't know Mr. Zhou's reputation. Mr. Zhou, you've just arrived in Penang. It's best. You should greet me. To avoid unnecessary trouble. Are you Team Leader Zhou of Nanhua Pharmaceutical? Or Jewelry Master Zhou? Miss Gu, you have so many titles. You flatter me, Mr. Zhou. Perhaps there are many other titles that you don't know about. Mr. Zhou. Hello. I'm Gu Xinyu. Gu Xinyu. Are you the secretary of the city representative office? I'm the third miss of the Gu family. There's a Gu family in Penang. I always thought the prestigious families in Penang, only the Fu family, can be called a prestigious family. Mr. Zhou, please have a seat. You even dared to hold back Zhou Qizheng's goods. Logistics in Penang has always been under the control of our Fu Group. He came to Penang rashly. We have to show him some rules. Even if he's the strongest dragon in the north, comes to Penang, he has to coil up for me. Otherwise, how can I still survive in Penang? Doing business. Harmony brings wealth. Of course I know that. But I always feel, this time he came to Penang. Doesn't seem like he's here for business. More like he's looking for someone. Could it be? The person he's looking for is you. How is that possible? I'm not money. How can everyone love me? Why are you still looking, sister? Here you go. You think you can give away anything? Brother. Don't worry. If you ask me, this Zhou Qizheng definitely didn't come here to find Gu Bei, sister-in-law. The highlight of this conference. Isn't it the medicine god, Nanzheng? Ah, brother. If this medicine god Nanzheng collaborates with Zhou Qizheng, will it be a big threat to our Fu family? Is your last name Fu? What do you mean we? Alright. Miss Jiang is just being kind. But I think Nanzheng probably won't cooperate with the Zhou family. Right. You and Nanzheng are both from Nanhua Pharmaceutical. Haven't you met him? Kind of. Have met. There's nothing mysterious about him. You'll see him later. I'm going to the restroom. Okay. Although time is tight, but it's enough to stage a suspenseful drama. Guests, please take your seats. Now, I would like to announce the agenda for today's conference. Why hasn't Sheng come back yet? Go check on your sister-in-law. Oh. Second young Master Fu. Could it be that Gu Beisheng doesn't dare to see Nanzheng and ran away? Now, let's welcome our special guest. The medicine god, Nanzheng. Ah. So she's Nanzheng. So the medicine god is a woman. She's even wearing a mask. Seems like she just wants to focus on research and doesn't want to appear in public. This Gu Beisheng Could she have really run away because she's guilty? That would be great. Before, I was kind of framing her. Now, if she really has something to hide, I'll report her. Maybe. I could even take Gu Beisheng's current position at Nanhua Pharmaceutical. Hello everyone. This is the first time I've interacted with everyone face to face. I'm a bit socially awkward. So I'm wearing a mask. Please forgive me. The topic I want to discuss with you today is about the methods of eyeball transplantation. Then Teacher Nanzheng. As everyone knows, you are the founder of Nanhua Pharmaceutical. Thanks to your efforts, Nanhua Pharmaceutical has become the most advanced pharmaceutical company at home and abroad. The selection of employees is even more rigorous. So I would like to ask, if someone uses illegal means or improper means, if someone were to join Nanhua, how would you handle it? This student. You're talking too much nonsense. You're saying all this just to ask me what to do if there's someone with bad intentions in Nanhua. I can answer you right here, right now. One word. Get out. I thought the medicine god was high and mighty. Turns out to be quite humorous. Get out of Nanhua. Get out of the medical field. Medicine is about human lives. As long as I, Nanzheng, am here, there will be no place for them to stay. Alright. Since the medicine god Nanzheng has said so, then I want to report someone. The person I'm reporting is the team leader of the DS group at Nanhua Pharmaceutical, Zhou. Gu Xinyu. What's wrong, second young Master Fu? Things have come to this. You still want to protect my sister. Everyone, please look. This is the evidence of Gu Beisheng's academic misconduct. The materials in her drawer are research materials from the medicine god Nanzheng, and the thesis she's writing on her computer is plagiarizing Nanzheng's data. Master Nanzheng, this kind of academic trash who entered Nanhua through improper means shouldn't be eliminated to set an example for everyone. It seems Miss Gu came prepared. Mr. Zhou, I thought you sincerely wanted to discuss academics with me. I didn't expect you to use the academic conference as a cover to put on a good show for me. Who invited this Gu Xinyu? Get her out of here. I wasn't aware of this. Let go. Everyone. This Gu Beisheng. Her academic work is indeed fake. Everyone in the medical field wants to witness the brilliance of the medicine god Nanzheng. Such a great opportunity. My sister, Gu Beisheng, ran away at the last minute. Doesn't this prove anything? This directly proves that she has a guilty conscience. Since someone has raised doubts, then let's just get to the bottom of this. After all, this concerns the reputation of our Nanhua Pharmaceutical. But Miss Gu, if the truth is revealed, and it's you who framed her, and you made false accusations, then what will you do? Then I will kneel and apologize to Zhou in public. Are you sure? You want to make such a big bet? Because I'm certain team leader Zhou definitely has a problem. If my reasoning is correct, can you consider my contribution in reporting this? Teacher Nanzheng, can you make an exception and recruit me into Nanhua Pharmaceutical? My request isn't too much, right? So this is what you really want? Sure. Mr. Zhou can testify. All the colleagues from around the country present here today can also testify. Good. Then we can call Zhou out now and confront her. I have a set of data. It's Zhou's experimental data. And in this, there are also your top secret documents from within Nanhua. Comparing these two, they're almost identical. This fully proves that Gu Beisheng, she is the one who stole your data. That's how she was able to enter Nanhua Pharmaceutical. I only have one question. Where did you get these materials? Our core data at Nanhua is encrypted. That's secondary. Shouldn't Zhou's academic misconduct be the core issue? Moreover, she stole your data. Where's Gu Beisheng? Do you dare to come out and explain this to me? Why are the conclusions of the thesis identical to teacher Nanzheng's? She can't come out anymore. What did you do to Gu Beisheng? I knew it. A guilty conscience, ha. Because Nanzheng is Zhou. Is Gu Beisheng. They are the same person. Gu Beisheng is the medicine god. Gu Beisheng. You. What are you doing? I copied my own data. There's no problem with that, right? As for what's going on with me, There's no law that says a person can't have three names. One is a pseudonym for jewelry design. One is specifically for pharmacy. As for Joe, it's just me lowering myself to bait you. Because with your current level, you have no way of contacting Nanjing. Impossible. You can't be Nanjing. Then do you want me to recite the data from my research? However, firstly, that's confidential. Secondly, even if I recite it, with your current level, you won't understand a thing. You don't have to do this. I didn't want to reveal my identity as Nanjing to the public. But you just kept slapping yourself in the face again and again, and refused to repent. I'm sorry, Mr. Zhou. Some family matters have disturbed your conference. Where are you going? You haven't fulfilled your promise yet. Then I'll kneel and apologize to Zhou in public. Right. There's also this matter. Kneel down. Just in time. Let me record this great moment. I'm the eldest miss of the Gu family. Why should I kneel down to a country bumpkin like you? Mr. Zhou. Please save me. Teacher Nanjing just said. It's just a family matter. I don't want to get involved. You almost ruined my big plan. If you know what's good for you, never appear in front of me again. Wait. Gu Beisheng. Do you really want me to kneel? I've been your sister for over 20 years. Are you going to humiliate me like this? For a steamed bun. I knelt down. Otherwise, you would let me starve. For homework. Forced me to kneel. Otherwise, I would write a page of homework, and you would tear it up. What other reasons do you have to force me to kneel? Right. I remember now. When it was minus 18 degrees. You forced me to kneel outside your house wearing only a nightgown. I've been your sister for over 20 years. That's what you did. Do you have to bring up the past here? I'm too lazy to bring up the past with you. I just want to know. Nanhua's database is always confidential. Non-core personnel are not allowed to access it. How did you get those materials? You're right. It was Jiang Yanjun who did it. I brought him here. My good nephew. He's good at nothing. Except for studying. In computer hacking skills. He's a genius. Hacking into the database. It's not difficult for him. I really didn't mean to. It was Gu Xinyu, she told me. She wanted to learn from Master Nanjing. Asked me to get her some research papers. That way, she could learn from them. If she performed well, team leader Zhou would be happy. But I really wanted to repair the relationship between you two sisters. Your Lu family. Don't blame me. Jiang Yanjun. From now on in the medical field, will be expelled. The Lu and Jiang families will only be grateful to you, not pursuing criminal charges against him. How dare they blame you? Then I'll take this unfilial son down first. Sigh. You little cutie. I trusted you so much. You slandered me. Ha ha ha. I ruined you. You're just stupid. And you call yourself the top student of Penang University. You believed everything I said. Right. Don't tell me you still think Gu Beisheng likes you. Let me tell you. She never revealed to me from the beginning to the end any feelings of liking towards you. Everything was because I was lying to you. I was playing with you. Jiang Yanjun. You're a complete liar now. Still don't think you've embarrassed yourself enough. The reputation of both the Lu and Jiang families is almost ruined by you. I'll kill her. Take him away. Let me go, let me go. Now. It's your turn. What does this have to do with me? Jiang Yanjun did all of this himself. I didn't steal or rob anything. I'm perfectly fine. Is that so? May I ask, Mr. Zhou? This academic exchange meeting. What level of people are invited to attend? Those who have published more than 5 international papers. And academicians related to the medical field. Medical professionals with significant discoveries. And like CEO Fu, for example. Founders of medical companies that rank among the top 5 in the North. That's right. Then may I ask Miss Gu Xinyu, which category do you belong to among the above? So, how did you get in here? I guess you went through the staff. to get the invitation. But Mr. Zhou's company headquarters is in Kyoto. How did you manage to get through this channel? So I investigated, and investigated. Then. Do you want me to continue? Everything you've done has all been recorded. That's impossible. I did all of this at home. Your house was once my house too. Installing a camera in your room. Isn't that difficult? If you don't believe me, I can play it out loud right now. No, no, no. Kneel. Isn't it just kneeling? I'll kneel. As long as you don't release it. Unfortunately, I'm not like you. Humiliating others. I'm really not interested. Let me tell you the truth. In this USB drive, there's nothing. Installing cameras in other people's homes. Such despicable means. I disdain to use. You tricked me. She tricked you. I didn't trick you. Shurqin. Bring him up here. In Penang. You think you can hide those disgusting acts from me? I'm sorry, Mr. Zhou. I acted rashly and touched your man. But I apologize. It's also for protecting my wife's safety. Mr. Zhou. It's this woman. She deliberately seduced me. She said she just wanted an invitation. And insisted on dragging me to bed with her. You bastard. Shut your mouth. You bastard. Gu Xinyu, the famous socialite of Penang, actually seduced this old man. Oh my god. She doesn't even find it disgusting. She could actually stomach it. Looks can be deceiving. Gu Xinyu looks so pure. To think she's this kind of person. Enough. Enough, stop talking. Say another word and I'll tear your mouth apart. Stop talking, stop talking. Drag her away. Making such a racket every day. It's giving me a headache. Mr. Zhou, I'm really sorry to have caused such a scene at the conference. We'll meet again. Hold on. Medicine god Nanzheng. Just leaving like that. Then how should I leave? Oh. I haven't presented the draft that needs to be released at this conference, right? That's all right. I'll have my secretary send it to you later. We'll make an official announcement then. It can still be the highlight of this conference. Nanzheng. It seems you've really forgotten me. The medicine god Nanjing finally reveals her true identity. It's actually Gu Beisheng, the beloved wife of Fu Group CEO. Our reporter is currently stationed outside the Fu residence, hoping to capture the first images. Stop talking, stop filming. Stop filming. Let's go. And you. It's all your fault. We agreed to keep our marriage a secret. Why announce it for no reason? It's been 2 days. We can't even leave the Fu residence. I don't even know if the lab rats in my lab will starve to death. I've already sent someone to move your lab upstairs. Don't worry. Really. Of course it's real. However, do you have something you haven't told me? What do you need to confess? I swear. Nanzheng is definitely, absolutely, my last pseudonym. I'm not the founder of Nanhua Pharmaceutical either. At most, I'm just a core member there. I have some shares. And a bit of say. I'm not talking about that. I want to ask you. What exactly is your relationship with Zhou Qizheng? Zhou Qizheng. Do you believe me? No matter how hard I try to remember. I don't recall ever interacting with him. I believe you. Mr. Zhou. It's confirmed. Gu Beisheng is the one who took Xiaomin's life-saving medicine that night. Should we take action? No. She has Fu Shizhou behind her. That man is now protecting her with his life. She's not easy to deal with. Yes. Any updates on finding Cece? Probably crazy. From the first time I saw Gu Beisheng, I felt like her eyes and brows resembled my Cece a little. Recently, someone captured CEO Fu accompanying his beloved wife eating at a street stall. Glory. Career. Man. You're just a country bumpkin that nobody wants. How can you possibly have all of this? Sinew, don't break things. Sinew. I beg you, please behave yourself. Ah. You've caused so much trouble these past few times. I had to sell the house. To barely cover the losses. Sinew. Let's not fight with that Gu Beishing anymore, okay? Mom. Why on earth did you bring Gu Beishing home? What do her biological parents do? Are you still coughing? This child meets your requirements. Take her away. This is your mother. Mom. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Is Sinew still coughing? The master's method really worked. Sinew is better now. Ah. Back then, you were in poor health and couldn't be cured. A master said, adopt a child and raise it alongside you. That might be better for you. To the public, to maintain the reputation of the Gu family. We said Gu Beisheng was our biological daughter, who was being raised elsewhere. She was just an object to cure your illness. Later on, your health gradually improved. We found her annoying, so we abandoned her in the countryside. When we needed her, we would call her back. Gu Beisheng probably never imagined that she would turn out to be such a worthless thing. But what's going on now? Why has she become so successful? Sinew definitely can't compare to her. Hello. What? Okay, I'll check it out now. Mom. Mom, look, isn't it a coincidence? The time Zhou Qizheng's daughter sought medical treatment was the same time Gu Beisheng had her abortion. Do you think Zhou Qizheng's daughter suffered delayed treatment because of Gu Beisheng? Sinew, are you still going to cause trouble? Our family can't afford any more turmoil. Mom. She could gain the upper hand before because she had a backer, she had Fu Shizhou. But it's different now. We have Zhou Qizheng now. Dealing with Gu Beisheng should be a piece of cake for the wealthiest tycoon of the north, shouldn't it? Ha ha ha. Using someone else to do your dirty work, how satisfying. Just now, Miss Gu must have been terrified, right? Did you experience the feeling of helplessness, with everything going dark and chaotic around you? And my daughter, Xiamen, spent 3 years in such darkness, without a single ray of light. My husband told me that Chairman Zhou came to Penang for no reason. It's definitely not a spur-of-the-moment decision, there must be a special reason. But what do you mean? Could my daughter's eye disease be related to me? 3 years ago, at Anren Hospital. Miss Gu was pregnant before marriage and had a child. And that child was the one you originally wanted to keep. Let me tell you some good news. Your placenta has detached prematurely. The baby might be saved, but it will have to be aborted later. It's already 7 months old, it can still be saved. I beg you, please save it. If you hadn't kicked me, how could my placenta have detached prematurely? My child. The baby is severely deprived of oxygen. I'm afraid the chances of survival are slim. Ah. There's still hope, there's still hope. Prepare the DRT drug for me, inject it into the baby. 3 milliliters is enough. So you were planning to use DRT to reduce your daughter's fever. But when you arrived, I had already used it. That's right, it's all because of you. Her fever wouldn't go down, and she became blind. DRT is a cardiac stimulant, only used for people on the verge of death. It has no effect on reducing fever. If you don't believe me, you can check the drug instructions. Moreover, it's a common practice in hospitals to prioritize emergency patients in administering medication. I deeply sympathize with your daughter's situation, but this has nothing to do with me. You're blaming the wrong person. So, even today, you still don't think you're wrong. How about I dig out your bright eyes first? And give them to my daughter. Corneal transplantation is still a research topic of Master Nanjing, isn't it? Why don't we try it on yourself first? How about that? Chairman Zhou, this is illegal confinement. This is against the law. Confinement. The term for prohibitions is too fancy. I just want you to experience the taste of invisibility. Do you know what time it is? It's daytime. Miss Zhou, Master Nanjing, be patient. It's only been a short time since she lost her sight. My daughter has already spent 3 years in darkness. My husband will come and rescue me. Mr. Zhou, you wouldn't want to offend Fu Shizhou on his turf in Penang, would you? Would I be afraid of him? Little girl, you're too naive. Maybe your Mr. Fu has long forgotten about you. Oh my, Shizhou. Stop pacing back and forth, your health hasn't fully recovered yet. We have news about the young madam. The young madam prepared the medicine in advance and taught me how to decoct it. She said that if anything happened to her, it wouldn't disrupt your medication, old madam. Old madam, your medicine will be ready soon. Oh my. Our Sheng Sheng is truly a kind and capable girl. Mr. Fu. We have news about the young madam. Not yet. Prepare the car, investigate Zhou Qisheng's residence. I'm going to find him. Hey. How do you know it's Zhou Qisheng's doing? Grandma, who in Penang could kidnap someone right under my nose? Who else could it be but Zhou Qisheng? He's already riding roughshod over me, so I might as well go straight to his house. Let's tear off the facade and have it out in the open. Second young Master Fu, where are you rushing off to in such a hurry? Why are you here again? What haven't you suffered enough? Shi Qing. Throw her out. The Fu family does not tolerate filth. And all the security guards at the gate. Fire them all. Letting filth into the house, they deserve to be fired. Don't rush. Are you in such a hurry to find my sister? What do you know her whereabouts? I wonder if second young Master Fu will still want to find my sister after seeing this. How did you get this? Second young Master Fu, instead of being curious about this, why don't you think about whether Gu Beisheng's jade ring is real or not? Second young Master Fu, the person who spent that stormy night with you was actually me. That Gu Beisheng, she's just an imposter. Did second young Master Fu really believe it? He wants to disbelieve it, but the ring is proof, seeing is believing. Mom, if I had known you had such a brilliant move, why did we bother going through all that trouble to fight with Gu Beisheng? Mom, do you know how comfortable my life is at the Fu residence? They have 5 times more servants than we ever had at our house. That's what you call a wealthy and powerful family. I just saw that you were still unwilling to give up, so I had to take a risk. Hey, when is second young Master Fu going to marry you? Marry me. He said he has to wait for Gu Beisheng to come back and divorce her first before anything else. Hey, Mom. Imagine if Gu Beisheng is still alive and comes back and finds me living the high life at the Fu residence. What will her expression be like? Just thinking about her face makes me want to laugh. She was kicked out of the Fu family after only a few days. So, has he slept with you yet? Not yet. You need to take the initiative and get into his bed. What do you mean not yet? Between a man and a woman, how can they not sleep together, huh? Only after you sleep with him will your position be secure, you'll have. Alright, Mom. With my looks, how could Fu Shizhou not be tempted? I just haven't seduced him yet. Second young Master Fu. Get out. Second young Master Fu, I've been here for almost 2 days. Ever since that night, I haven't stopped thinking about you. I've tasted that deliciousness once, can I have another taste? It seems I've interrupted you. Where were you get lost wandering around for so many days? I haven't even questioned you, and you dare to question me instead. You shrew, why are you treating me like this? Gu Beisheng. You're still not dead this time. Wait, get me a chair and some snacks. Second young Master Fu, how's my sister? Haven't you seen enough? Not enough. It seems to be real blood. What else, you thought it was ketchup? Am I that bored? You're not bored, but you're cunning. You've used this trick of pretending to be beaten more than once. Gu Beisheng, have you ever thought that you would end up like this? When did you take my ring? It's none of your business. But let me tell you, without this ring, you're nothing but a stranger, a good-for-nothing in front of Fu Shizhou. And I'm now Fu Shizhou's favorite. I can do whatever I want to you. So, does Fu Shizhou believe you now? I don't care if he believes it or not. Who made this ring the only token now? As long as I have it, I am Fu Shizhou's only woman. People, after all, only have one life. Fu Shizhou will be my husband in the future. How could I bear to let him kill you? Of course I don't want his hands stained with blood. But let me tell you, someone else can kill you. He's a big shot, and he's already set his sights on you. If he wants you dead, you will definitely die. If you have the ability, then tell Fu Shizhou to kill me. Who was it that told Zhou Qizheng that I delayed his daughter's treatment? So it was you, you wicked woman. Why are you in my bed? Oh my, second young Master Fu, I've been at your Fu family's house for so long. You haven't touched me yet. Have you forgotten our beautiful memories together? Or do you simply not want to take responsibility for me? Do you want me to die that badly? And then become a widow and inherit the Fu family's assets? How can you say that I've never thought about such a thing? The doctor said I can't touch anything dirty. I'll die if I touch it. Are you saying I'm dirty? Do you want to be touched by me that much? So. Can't stand being lonely. Alright. Give me 2 days to rest, and I'll arrange it then. Why aren't you leaving yet? Second young Master Fu. Why haven't you kicked Gu Beisheng out of the Fu family yet? I have a 6-month marriage contract with Gu Beisheng. The day after tomorrow is the 6-month deadline. Firstly, I don't want to break my promise. Secondly, I still want to torment her for 2 more days. She lied to me for so long, how can I let her off easily? You're right, we should torment her some more. And I also heard that Zhou Qizheng, the richest man in the north, also wants her dead. But it's strange, how did she come back safe and sound that day? But after you calm down, I can give her away to someone else. You can consider it a favor. Someone come here. Hurry up. Throw all these things away from me. Hurry. How much longer do you want to keep this act up? I'm about to lose it. Here. Aren't you curious how Zhou Qizheng let me go? As long as you can come back, that's all that matters. I believe the rest. I demonstrated the pharmacological principles of DRT in front of him, and proved that DRT is only effective for the heart. I also agreed to treat his daughter's illness, and only then did he let me go. It seems that Zhou Qizheng is not as heartless as the rumors say. What? You withheld Zhou Qizheng's goods again and even cleared out his warehouse. Yes, he asked me what it would take for me to stop. I said as long as you don't come back, even if I have to spend all the Fu family's money, I will fight him to the death. I think in this world, no one is not afraid of mutual destruction. Even if he is Zhou Qizheng, the richest man. Try it, is it sweet? It's so sour. This is sour. You know your half-sister is 100 times more sour than this grape. By the way, when can we stop pretending? Soon, soon. Based on my understanding of them, they should have another big move coming. Didn't you say she's been urging you to kick me out lately? Gu Xinyu will definitely gather the media and then announce that she is the real Mrs. Fu. And I'm the one who was abandoned. Speak. Mr. Fu. Gu Xinyu is bribing the media on a large scale, asking them to come to the Fu residence tomorrow. Should we stop them? You're the one who attracted these flies. I didn't. They must have heard something. This morning, a piece of news like this appeared, saying that Gu Beisheng was the murderer who harmed Zhou Qizheng's daughter years ago, and also saying that she committed marriage fraud. These people must be here to seek the truth. Oh. What would you do? Take the initiative to respond. It's also a good opportunity to make an official announcement about our marriage. To let them know that we are the ones destined by the elders. Okay. I'll listen to you. Excuse me, second young Master Fu. It's said that Mrs. Fu, Gu Beisheng, in order to cling to a wealthy family, is suspected of marrying you under false pretenses, deceiving you. Is that true? It's said that when you got married, you agreed to divorce after 6 months. Today is the agreed upon date. Will you kick Gu Beisheng out of the Fu family? You're all so eager for me to be kicked out of the Fu family. Why don't we settle the score first? Gu Beisheng, you still have the nerve to come out. Everyone, please watch this short film. What are you doing? Give it to me. So what if I had a relationship with you, Dashin? Look. I'm the one who spent that night with the second young master of the Fu family. Second young master Fu, please say something for me. Don't rush, Gu Xinyu. I didn't want to resort to such dirty tricks either. But you've gone too far, provoking me repeatedly. Presenting the second short film, please watch. This. How is this possible? I clearly avoided all the surveillance cameras. You are very clever. You knew the location of every camera in the Fu residence and effectively avoided them. But at the last academic exchange meeting, when you kept staring at my jade ring, I knew you were going to make a fuss about it. So I deliberately stayed at home and installed many hidden cameras. It turns out that it's hard to guard against a thief in your own home. Jiang Yu, you have truly disappointed me. Someone, get her out of the Fu house. Grandma. I was wrong, Grandma. I won't dare to do it again. I just can't accept it. Why haven't you looked at me properly since Gu Beisheng arrived? I just can't accept it. You. Get out of here, I don't want to see you again. Grandma. Gu Xinyu. I'm just curious, how are you like a cockroach, impossible to kill? You keep using dirty tricks to harm me. Do I have to kill you before you're satisfied? Right. Or maybe this time I can make you die for good. You still want me to die? What good will it do you if I'm finished? Let me tell you, don't forget you still have an unsettled score with Shou Qisheng. I'll kill this country bumpkin, and he'll come to avenge me. I'm here. Is this a place you can come to get out? Chairman Zhou. I told you your good days were over. Look who you are, a country bumpkin, and you dare to show off here. Chairman Zhou, hurry up and kill her. You dare to say her origins are unknown. If even the daughter of the richest man in the north is considered a country bumpkin, then what are you, trash? Sister, I finally found you. Sister. My sister, Cece, has been missing since she was over a year old. For so many years, I never gave up on finding you. The last time I saw you, I thought you looked a lot like our mother. Therefore, Gu Beisheng is not someone with unknown origins. She is the eldest princess of the Zhou group. As for her, this so-called sinew. You two are too kind. If it were me, I would throw her to Africa to fend for herself. Get out of here, now. I knew it, I have parents. Mother made a will before she died. If you were found, you would receive 42% of the Zhou group's shares. So now, you are the second largest shareholder of the Zhou group. The shares of the Zhou group, plus Zhou's jewelry company and Nanhua Pharmaceutical. You are now much richer than me. Do you need me to take care of you? I'd be delighted, I'll take good care of you. You're willing, and I wouldn't be. Are you ready to take care of two people? Really?